Are you at risk? We're talking about segment 2 right now. So let's go ahead and get it going and we'll join in. Put comments and questions in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead and welcome you in. The session is recorded, so you need to put your first, middle, last name in and date of birth into the chat. Your cameras need to be on. This is segment 2. So what does segment 2 mean? You have your 30 hours of driving. You are ready to be taking your driving test very soon. So go ahead and get those cameras on. You need to put your first name, middle name in, date of birth, and your permit issue date, and also that long number. So put your first, middle, last name in and date of birth, your permit issue date. You need to go ahead and put that in. I'm not even going to waste time. I'm going to go ahead and turn the chat on, and then we're going to go ahead and get going. I want to wish you guys a happy day. And day 1 is usually a very heavy day. So go ahead and put your first name, middle name, last name, date of birth, and your permit issue number date. I'm going to go ahead and share screens and keep you guys going immediately. So I'm not even going to waste time. So go ahead and put that information in. The chat is open. I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share, and we can go ahead and keep moving. We got a lot to cover, so I want to move and go over this information. The second half. Hey guys, I want to welcome you in. Sorry, it was muted. No one told me. Put your permit issue date number into the chat. Put your first name, middle name, last name, and permit issue date. Your camera needs to be on. If your camera's not on, the session will not count. I'll say it again. If your camera's not on, I'll delete you and you'll have to register next month. All your cameras need to be on. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move forward. Your light needs to be on too. Victor, do me a favor, get that light on, please, and thank you. We've been through COVID. We know what to expect. We're all young adults here. So go ahead and get that light on. Need to be able to see your face. Okay, so this is segment 2. We're going to go over really a lot of important information, and you have the same information as I do. Put your first name, middle name, last name, date of birth, and your permit issue number. That is that long number with the alphabet. Go ahead and put that in. I have to verify those dates. So let's go ahead and move forward, and let's keep this thing going. Okay, I'm doing your screen share. You have this information. I'm going over it. You'll have to answer questions, and once I'm done with this, then you're going to be working on your information for segment 2. Okay, and then you'll be putting your information into the chat. I'll pause. I'll ask questions. Segment 2, driver's education, risk awareness fact sheet. All of you need this information. All the states across the United States have a segment 2 where we're learning about risk awareness. We're learning about making good decisions. We're learning about becoming good drivers. Also, I need you to type in how many hours of driving do you have. To be here in this class, you need to have a minimum of 30 hours. So I need you to put your permit issue number, name, date of birth. Go ahead and do that. You have to look on your permit. You have to type in that number. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move forward, and we're gonna keep it going. Hey, S. Crocs, is that your real name? Can you let a brother know? S. Crocs? Yes, no? S. Crocs?
No, but I typed mine into the chat.
You gotta change your name. Click on the 3 dots and go ahead and change that for me. You know what to do where it says participant. Go ahead and change that for me. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep it going. I'm going over this information. You have the same information and you will be tested. You will see some videos that talk about things you need to know for your test coming up. I appreciate you changing your name. That is really important. Okay, segment 2, driver's education, risk awareness, fact sheet 1. Risk is the chance of injury, damage, or loss of life, okay? We know driving is risky. You made it to segment 2. I'm gonna give you a clap. But now the real work begins. Now you're gonna be preparing for your road test. Now you're gonna be driving in the snow. Now you're gonna be driving at night. Now you're gonna be driving in the cold. Now your car won't start up. Now you gotta warm your car up in the morning. We live in a cold weather region. You know what that is about. You get out there, you start up your car, you clean off the windows, you make sure you have gas in there, and you pray that your car does not break down, okay? Let's go ahead and get it going. We're talking about the segment 2 road test prep, risk awareness. Come on and join in. Okay, for 16 and 17-year-old drivers, 1 in 8 of you, or 11%, will be involved in a crash during the first 3 years. Okay? What's up, Gavin? So again, 1 in 8 of you. Okay, the max number I can have in this class is 20. So about 2.5 of you are going to have a crash the first 3 years of driving. I'm not negative manifesting that on you. I'm just telling the truth. Okay, what are 4 examples of risky behavior? I need you to type in the chat. What are 4 examples of risky behavior? Please type it in. These are for drivers. I need all of you to type it in, and we want to have a very interactive class. Type in 4 examples of risky driving behavior. I'll give you a moment. I want to welcome all of you in. Hey, how are you doing? And I want you to go ahead and be your best, and I want you to do well. How are you doing today? Good, I hope. Okay, I want to go ahead and keep it moving. One person said on the phone, not wearing a seatbelt, distracted driving, not focusing, talking to your friends. We know those things are real. What I need you to do is pause for a second. And remember, if you're the driver, your responsibility is to make sure everyone in your car is safe. I need you to take that personal responsibility. We know distracted driving is at an all-time high. The number one thing is people are on the phone. Number 2, talking to people in the car. And number 3 is eating. Okay? Dashboard dining. Let's keep it going. And thank you. Okay, next. 1 in 11 of 16-year-old drivers or first-time drivers will have a serious crash before their 17th birthday. What does this mean? You leave early for school. You leave early for work. You leave in time to go home. You don't drive when you're tired. Okay? Yes, F1 drivers have special training. This class is not for that, but we all can learn. Let's keep moving. 9% will have a serious crash before their 17th birthday. What does this mean? You want to prevent crashes. You want to make sure everyone is buckled up. If people don't follow your rules, you kick them out. Hey, you can't ride with me. You got to be honest, but there's something called peer pressure. That's going to be on your test. You won't be able to tell your friends no. You have to be able to tell your friends no. I can't drive with you because you are too distracted. You don't wear your seatbelt. You don't follow my rules. You're hitting everyone in the head. So you have to be strong enough to tell someone, hey, I can't drive with you. 36 young drivers are involved in a fatal crash each year. 36 young drivers. You can look at that statistic if you don't believe me. In our location, 36 young drivers are involved in a fatal crash. Let's keep going. For every 2 miles driven, the average driver, some of you above average, some of you are below, some of you are mid. Hey, A, how are you doing? For every 2 miles driven, the average driver makes 200 observations. You're looking left, you're looking right, you're checking mirrors. Every 500 miles, one of those decisions leads to a near collision. Example, that happened to us last weekend. I had a beginning driver almost rear-end a car. He was going too fast. It was wet. He didn't slow down. I had another driver run a yellow light. He wasn't paying attention. He was staring at the blinker. He was looking down. All of you need to try to reduce those distractions as much as possible. Oh, I'm blessed. I appreciate it. Love that flag. Don't hate. Okay, let's keep going. This is a question you need to answer. If you were the driver and survived a fatal crash, fatal is when someone died, caused by you, how would this affect your life? I need all of you to answer this. Again, if you were the driver and survived a fatal crash caused by you, how would this affect your life? Take a moment, type in a sentence for me. Guys, this is very serious. We're going live. We're talking about driver's education. We're talking about being better drivers. If this brings you value, give this a thumbs up. We're really trying to elevate safe driving. I'm an instructor. You do want to drive. Don't be scared. You do have to drive, but you want to make good decisions. You want to make sure your car's in good mechanical condition. You want to make sure you don't drive tired. You want to make sure that you're making good decisions when you go to a party. I think it's really important that you look for the good in all things. Anything can be bad in excess. Eating candy, eating bacon, driving slow, driving fast, running yellow lights. Our guests, let's talk about this. You got to take that personal responsibility. That's the number one thing I need all of you to do. Take the personal responsibility. Because if you really want to be a good driver and you're just beginning your driving journey, we know it takes 10 years. We know your brain is not developed to age 24. And if you're not serious about driving, then why are you even here in this class? Well, I have to be here if I want to get my license. Well, your parents are grooming you. Your grandmother, your grandfather, your uncle, your auntie, me, you watching things on social media, you driving games. But driving is not a game. Okay? So guilty and afraid to drive again. I do understand. Getting my friends hurt because I did something wrong. Guilty. I feel extremely guilty. I would feel like I should never drive again. And in some cases, driver's license are taken over from people. Because driving is a privilege, not a right. It can be taken away. And then you will go to prison, you will have your license taken away, and you will have a record. And that's going to hurt you in terms of getting a job. I feel terrible knowing that I just caused a family's loved one to die and not want to drive anymore. I think that says it all. Let's go to the next part. I want to keep this moving. Due to lack of driving experience, the largest category of error in young drivers in fatal crashes is speeding. The number one thing all of you would do is speed. If you're in a hurry, you're going to speed going to school. If you're in a hurry, you're going to speed to go to your job. If you're in a hurry, you're going to speed to go home. And now that becomes common. If mom drives fast, you see that, you think it's normal. You're going to drive fast. If dad drives fast, you see it, and it's going to be normal. That is not normal. All of you know how to drive. You know what the speed limit is. I'm not talking about going 1 or 2 over, 10 over, 12 over, 15 over, 20 over, where you're driving reckless. And if that becomes normal to you, you will crash. You will kill someone. And then you would think, well, they cut me off, or they saw me coming. You're going to make that excuse. Let's keep moving. Segment 2, driver education risk awareness. Fact sheet 2. When do fatal crashes occur for young drivers? This is your age group. Why is 9 p.m. to midnight a dangerous time period for young drivers? We're going to talk about this. Why do young driver fatal car crashes occur in May? We're going to talk about this. Why is the after-school time period the most dangerous for young driver fatal car crashes? Well, let's break this down. This is going to be in your study guide. This is going to be in your test. I'm preparing you for your test. We only have 3 days, really 2. This online session, 1 online session, and then the 3rd day in person. So if you waste time here, you're going to fail your test. I don't want to see you in December. In fact, I don't have a class in December. You good? You going to take the phone call? You good, eh? I just want to make sure. I mean, this is more important than your phone call, right? I'm putting you first. Hey, right? Number 1, the most dangerous time period is the 3-hour period, 2 to 5 p.m. Please write this down. If you write it down, you're going to internalize it. Tomorrow when you leave school, you're like, man, I got to slow down. I'm going crazy. Why am I chasing this kid? I'll talk to them in school tomorrow. Man, why am I speeding? You have to internalize this. And when I talk to you, I'm visualizing a high school parking lot. Why? Because I teach driver's education. I know you're burning rubber in the parking lot. I know you got mom and dad's pickup truck. I know you drifting in auntie's minivan. I see the skid marks. Girls do it too. You're not fooling anyone. I see you doing donuts. I know. I see you racing after football practice and band practice. So I see that. Type in, why is 2 to 5 the most dangerous time? Answer this question. I'm going through this today. After this, you're going to work. Why is 2 to 5 p.m. the most dangerous time? Please give me some intelligence. Don't insult me. I'm an educated person. I'm an instructor. Tell me why 2 to 5 is the most dangerous time. Go ahead and do that for me. Guys, this is real. All right? This is real. We're trying to prepare. Okay, we're trying to get ready. We want to prepare for good driving practices. If you already have your license, welcome in. Enjoy this. If you're getting ready to pass that test or go to the next level, welcome in. Enjoy this, right? So if the sun is in your eyes, you put the visor down. These have a special blue tint. These are gaming glasses. I'm a gamer. But right now, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I need all of you to give us a thumbs up. And if you so declare, I need you to subscribe because I'm going live every day, going to work, coming from work, and preparing you. This is how you're going to learn what is going on. All right, 2 to 5, the most dangerous time. Let's look at this. We have a lot of inexperienced drivers on the road. We have young drivers who are going to run lights, who are going to speed through the school parking lot. Your principal's going to get you. Your teachers are going to get you. We have people who are going to practice, going home, picking up their little brother or sister. It is rush hour, and thank you. And rush hour does not care about you. Rush hour does not care about me. Rush hour doesn't care. It's just that, rush hour. Do you understand? Rush hour. I'm going to run the light. Rush hour. I'm going to speed on the expressway. Rush hour. I have to go home. No, I have to pick up my son or daughter from daycare. Then I have to go get dinner. Then I have to go get groceries. Then I got to do an online class. Rush hour. Understand that. It's a rush. They don't have time for you guys. Many of you don't want to drive during rush hour. Why is the after-school time period the most dangerous period for young driver fatalities? Type that answer. Again, why is the after-school time period the most dangerous period for young driver fatal car crashes? Please type that in. Sorry about that. Type that in. Why is the after-school time period the most dangerous for young driver fatal car crashes? Type this in. Type it in. Internalize it. I want you to get an A on your test. You only have 20 questions. You have to do well. I know you have AP classes. You're taking care of your little brother or sister. A lot of you won't make time for driving because when I interview you, you're going to say, well, you know, I'm 17. I only have 31 hours. I know I can take my test, but my mom doesn't have time for me. Or I'm almost 18. I only have 33 hours. We only have one car. These are the things that I hear. A lot of you don't want to drive, or it's not a priority. I'm telling you what people say because I interview my students. I ask them questions because I want to know. And for many of you, I need you to understand people are tired. They're stressed. They are driving. Well, I'm your instructor here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Real talk. So in a world today, people are rushing. Again, rush hour. I'm running the light. I'm speeding. I'm cutting you off. I'm speeding from work to pick up my son and daughter. I'm speeding from daycare to go to a fast food establishment to get food that's unhealthy. I'm speeding from the drive-through home because I'm tired and my daughter needs her diaper changed. I'm ripping the kids out from the car seat, slipping on the sidewalk, getting in the house. Then I have a meeting. Then I don't go to bed till 1, and then rinse and repeat. This is why your parents are so tired. Okay? I need you to think about and be appreciative of your parent. And if you love your parent, put love in the chat. If you love your parent, put love in the chat. Okay? If you love your parent, put love in the chat. I'm putting love in. Right? If you love your parent, put love in the chat. Your parents would do anything for you. Oh, you need to take my car? Okay, I'll put gas in tonight. We'll get your car over to the shop. Maybe your auntie can help me. My daughter's truck, it needs to go to the shop. I'm driving her truck right now. Her 2021 Cherokee Limited, leather interior, bunch of girl stuff in there, clothes, all that. Okay, perfume, mascara, makeup. Her dad's driving her truck. I'm like, whoa, what's all that? She's a real estate agent. She's selling houses. She's living out of her vehicle. We got to get it to the shop. She needs an oil change. She needs a new windshield wiper on the passenger side. I put in the battery last summer because her original battery died. Maintenance is important. Okay, maintenance is important. Please understand this. Love to all the parents. Thank you. 17% between 9 p.m. and midnight, you'll fall asleep at the wheel. I need you to think, okay, it's 9 o'clock. I'm getting tired. I got work to do. I stay up to 1 in the morning. I got to type this report. I got to have it ready tomorrow. I got to do a presentation. That's pressure. Some of you are taking college classes. 51% of crashes happen in the daylight. The daylight. You thinking, it's daylight. Why am I crashing? It's daylight. Okay? What up, fam? I'm speaking truth. You better click that like. You better subscribe. 27% occur on dark, unlit roads. In your subs, you don't have street lights. You're more likely to hit someone. Do you realize people have accidents closer to their home because they let their guard down? I'm going to take my seatbelt off. I'm going to go ahead and run this light because there's no traffic, but you miss someone. The highest number of deaths occur in May and April. Again, the highest number of deaths occur in May and April. And to keep it going, 33% of crashes happen Saturday and Sunday. Please type in why. Please type in why. Let's go ahead. First, you got to help yourself. You can't rely on your leader. We all have to help ourselves. Yes, we're proud to be from America, from Afghanistan, from the UAE, from the UK, from Canada, but you have to help yourself. You got to work hard. You got to step up. And a lot of you are doing that because you're listening. A lot of you are just saying random stuff. My rate is $125 an hour. I'm expensive, but I'm worth it. If you're serious, you click the link in the bio, you can set up a coaching call, and then I will go from there. Again, if you are serious, you set up a coaching call, I'll call you, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's keep it going. All right, so we talked about why. Okay, people are enjoying themselves Friday and Saturday night. Okay, weekends, people are not paying attention, carefree. Thank you, Chase. It's the weekend. Let's turn up. I don't have any school. Let's stay out late. Going to a Christmas party. Okay, at my job, my boss says, hey, we got a Christmas party. +1. We turning up, and that's okay. But you have to realize that you can't get on the road after you indulge in some beverages, and you should not be doing that. Okay, let's keep it going. Segment 2, driver education, risk awareness, fact sheet 3. Where do fatal crashes occur for young drivers? We're going to talk about this. A defensive driver anticipates danger to avoid crashes. I need all of you to type in. Give me some examples of how you can drive defensively in these areas. Again, give me some examples of how you can drive defensively and avoid a crash. Please type those in. We're very passionate. You're here learning. Put in your questions and prepare for driving and put in those questions. We'll get those answered. We'll prepare for you. We'll help you grow. We want to make good decisions when we drive because there's always repercussions. A ticket, getting arrested, higher car insurance. These are real things. And we are really trying to, I just released talking about driving. Yes, you want to make good decisions when you drive. Over the holiday season, people will lose their lives. People will indulge. They're going to lose their lives on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay. This is a very sad time of year. Okay. I want to keep this thing going. So you want to be alert during holidays. During the holiday season, it's a very depressing time. We just lost grandma. Ooh. We just lost my uncle. Ooh. So on the holiday seasons, people go through a lot of depressing times. So you really want to be alert. Okay. And you really want to make good decisions because your uncle cares. Your dad cares. I want to see you get to 21, get to 25, get to 27. You don't do that by making poor decisions. And unfortunately, some of you won't make it to 21. I'm talking to all of you. Some of you won't make it to 24. I'm talking to all of you because the odds are against you. This is why all the states across the United States have a segment 2. And in Ohio and Florida, they're increasing the amount of defensive driving classes you need. Okay? So you have to make good decisions. How can you reduce your risk when driving in these areas? Drive slower. If you're tired, don't drive. Hey, grandma, can I? Oh, sure. Hey, uncle, I'm really tired. Can I sit? Hey, go ahead. I got an extra couch, blanket in the other room. You're good. Okay? Your family loves you. Your uncle loves you. Your auntie loves you. Your cousins miss you. If you're the big cousin, you're going to be driving your little niece or nephew. Hey, here's the debit card. Take them to go get some pizza. Take your friend. Get what you need. Fill up your car. Thanks, uncle. You're going to have that. Some of you will have that this Thanksgiving, this Christmas, this New Year's. You will have that. That's a great feeling. You have to scan your surroundings. Amen. Okay, let's talk about some facts. For a young driver, fatal car crashes occur 97% on roadways where the speed limit is 55 or less. This means you think you can't die because you're under 55. You can still die. You can still be thrown from the car. A lot of you won't wear your seatbelts. 76% on rural roadways. It's going to be on the test. 69% on sections of the roadway where there is no traffic control device in effect. There was no light, no stop sign, uncontrolled intersection. It's really important that you scan your surroundings. Let's keep going. 53% occur on roads you're driving straight. You fall asleep. You go off the side of the road. You see a deer and swerve. 20% at stop signs. You don't stop. And for you guys, if you get a ticket, you won't be able to get your license. You could get a letter from the state. 14% of roadways where the speed limit is 35 or less. Speed. That is the wrong. A vest doesn't make you feel like an adult, but it makes you feel good. And I like to feel good and comfortable. I could wear a grubby t-shirt too. It's all good though. Thank you. So you want to feel comfortable. 11% of roadways where traffic control devices are in effect. I need you guys to tap in what you just learned from this. I'm going through this today. Normally I don't. I'm going through all of this today because the second half of the class, you're going to be working and your hand is going to hurt. And then I'm going to be calling on you. Type in what you learned. You should always know your Savior. That's what this is about. This is about driving education. Okay? You should always be blessed. And if you do the right thing and don't lie and don't cheat and don't steal and don't murder, you'll always be blessed. So you just taught yourself we're all seeking salvation. Real talk. Okay? And you do salvation through good deeds. You help people. You speak truth. And then opportunities will happen. If you are selfish and greedy and only thinking of yourself, you'll never make it in life. That's real. I speak from truth. So I'm blessed to be here, and I need you all to give us a thumbs up. I need you to subscribe, and I need you to continue to be active and let's work. Okay? Life is important. Life can be taken away. Jesus does drive our life. Jesus wants us to take the wheel. And what I want to do when I go on, I want to drive the angels forever. How about that? Can you say that? Okay? Real talk. That's where I want to go. Hey, can you drive the angel forever? Let's go. Let's drive. Okay? That's what my Savior wants. So let's keep it real. All right, I asked you to put in some information. What did you learn? Crashes under 55 happen more frequently. Speed limits are set in place for specific reasons. You need to learn how to be a defensive driver, avoid crashes. Big facts. Crashes do occur during rush hour, but they also occur at night when you're by yourself on the road. They also occur in the morning because you're an inexperienced driver and it's icy outside. You're late to school and you can't stop. You blow through a stop sign and you get hit by a truck. Or you run a light and you don't see the biker to the left and you run them over. Or you're reaching down for your phone and a girl walks across the street and you kill her. That happened a few years ago near one of the big high schools. If you don't believe me, we can look it up. So we all have to take that personal responsibility, me included. Let's go on. Segment 2, driver education, risk awareness, fact sheet 4, young drivers plus passenger equal risk. What am I saying? If you have one driver in the car, 44% chance of you crashing. If you have 2 drivers in the car, 88%. If you have 3, it quadruples to 132%. The moral of the story is you should not be having a large number of people in your car, but you're not going to listen to me. You're not going to listen to your mom. You're not going to listen to your dad. It's going to take one of you dying. And I'm just being truthful with you. That's what this class is about. So again, 1 person in the car, 44%. 2 people, 88. 3, 132%. The driver docks approximately 1/3 of all fatal crashes involving novel drivers. You are novel drivers. You are a new driver. It takes 10 years to become a master. At age 24, this is when your brain is fully developed. Well, what do you mean? Well, if you don't like what your teacher's saying, you get up and throw your desk and slam the door. If you don't like what your mom and dad is saying, you punch the wall and walk out. If you get frustrated, you break a pencil and scream. Little kids do this. Well, I'm still a little kid. I'm under 24. What? You're driving a machine that can kill someone. Let's keep going. In fatal car crashes involving young drivers, 2/3 of those killed are the other passengers. If you don't take care of your car, you will have damages. You can blow a gasket. You can damage your motor if you don't stay on top of oil changes. Your car will break down if you don't do maintenance. Drivers, bicyclists, pedestrians with occupants in a young driver's vehicle account for 46% of the fatalities. So you driving your friends, you're more likely to kill your friends. Because if you swerve and they don't have their seatbelt on in the back, they're going to fly up and hit you, or they're going to fly out the window, and you could run them over. You're driving 2 friends home from school. Everyone is buckled up as you requested. As you drive, the friend in the back unbuckles his or her seatbelt and reaches across the front seat to turn up the radio. The friend in the front turns around and starts tossing books in the back seat. What do you do? Type it in right now. Guys, these are real life stories. I love the comments I'm getting. I love that we're getting thumbs up. I want 1,000 thumbs up. Okay? We are talking about driver's education. Sometimes life is final destiny. Many of you don't know how to drive, or many of you are under 30 and you have less than 10 years of driving. So this will help you. This will make you think. And this could save your life. Okay? So you need to make the best decision you can. Okay? Sri Lanka, love it. How are you doing? From the Midwest, United States. How many hours of driving do you have? Okay? These are real life situations. And I'm here to make you better. I was slow to the speed and tell my friend in the back seat, 100%. You got to have that conversation. If you're scared to tell your friends, you don't need to be driving with them. They're not your real friends. A real friend will look out for you. A real friend will say, listen, she's not good for you, or he's not good for you, or man, you don't look good, or what's wrong? I am doing great because I'm very passionate about driver's education. And you have chose to come here and listen. I need you to give us a thumbs up. I'm doing great. I need you to put questions in. Final destination kind of means the end. Some of you are headed there because you speed. Some of you have talked about the movie Final Destination. A lot of you are setting up yourself for Final Destination because you don't wear your seatbelt, or you speed, or you drive when you're tired, or you get angry at a situation and you drive angry, or you drive emotional. You should not be driving when you're angry or emotional. You have to have your seatbelt on. If your friends are following the rules, they're not your friends. A real friend would say, listen, man, I'm wilding out. I'm sorry, G. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got to listen to you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going to put on my seatbelt right now. I'm sorry. A real friend. Okay? If you have a real friend, type real friend into the chat. If you have a real friend, type real friend into the chat. I'm typing it in. Real friend. I have a real friend that will be honest with me. They'll, hey, you're acting crazy. You gotta get out of this. A real friend. Real friend. They're honest with you. They're your bestie. Hey, I got a ticket. I got you a ticket. Hey, I'm going out to Starbucks. Come on. Hey, I'm going to smoothie. Come on. Hey, I'm getting sushi. Let's go. Hey, I need to go for a drive. They text you. Be out in 5 minutes. That's a real friend. That's a real friend. If you have a real friend, I told you, if you have a real friend, put real friend in. I have a real friend. Okay, what rules and limitations will you create when you drive other passengers? Again, I only have 4 more slides. What rules or limitations will you create when you drive with other passengers? Take a moment, put this in. I'm almost done with this. What rules or limitations will you create when you drive with other passengers? Guys, this conversation is real. Young people die. You got to be in control of your car. And if you're running lights and racing cars and losing, there's a problem. Okay? I need you to be the solution. And if you're taking time to listen to this, first, thank you. And get us the thumbs up. If you're taking time to listen to this, I appreciate you because you want to learn how to drive. You want to become a safe driver. It becomes habit over time. Leaving early to go to work, having your clothes ready, having your food ready, gas in the car. Got to get gas in the Jeep tonight. Okay? I got to get gas because I can't make it. So when I'm done with this, I got to jump in that Jeep, go put gas in. So I don't have to rush in the morning. I can just, you got to anticipate. Thank you. Got to anticipate. You have to anticipate a traffic jam, a backup. Okay? I speak truth. You do that. So Jay, you sound crazy, man. Seatbelts and no alcohol or drugs or distractions, 100%. So Jay, why don't you just remove yourself? You're wasting time. So just go ahead and leave, man. Why are you even here? I'm going to go ahead and remove you right now. I'm going to remove you, Jay. So Jay got removed. So if you're going to come in talking crazy stuff, you're going to be removed. This is for driver's ed. Okay, we want to make good decisions. Your seatbelts are your best friends. You should always tell your friends, when you come in the car, put in your seatbelt, I'm not driving. What? Why are you acting like that? Put on your seatbelt. Your friends should know your expectations. Let's keep going. You're going to type in the year, make, and model of the car you're driving. Again, you're going to type in the year, make, and model of the car you're driving. Do that right now. Okay. Right now I'm driving my daughter's. Thank you. She has a 2021 Grand Cherokee Limited all-wheel drive. It's a little bit of a higher Jeep. It's the baby Grand Cherokee. It's nice. It's comfortable. I see some of you had 2018 Blazer, a 2018 Ford, F-150 long bed. Nice. Okay, Abigail, I see you rocking out, right? I see you in there. Yeah, Abigail, get in that truck. A 2016 Dodge Journey. We used to have that. 2014 Chevy Silverado. A Kia. Woo! 2018 GMC. A 2023 Escalade. The Telluride. I love those. Love the design. Nice. Really safe. Okay. A 2018 GT Dodge. Nice. A 2024 Jeep. So let's break this down. Over half of young drivers are not driving the types of vehicles recommended. You want to drive in a larger vehicle. You don't want to be in a smaller subcompact. In fatal crashes involving young drivers of vehicles, 50% are 10 years old or older. 82% are 6 years old or older. Okay? So you want to be in a safe vehicle. You drive what you can afford. You drive what your parents give you. We're all thankful for mom and dad. Remember, we're thankful for mom and dad. Mom and dad, thank you. I'm driving this old car, but I still love you. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to make sure I have good tires, good brakes. The car is mechanically sound. That's real. Okay? Kia Stinger, really? Hey, Victor, I like what you're driving, Victor. 2024 Tesla. Victor, we will talk. I want to talk to you about that. I love cars. Let's keep it going. I'm in the United States, but we still can talk, and I need you to subscribe, and then we'll talk. Subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's keep it going. So young drivers, teen drivers, or owners, if you own your own vehicle, you're going to drive more miles, you're going to take more risk, you're going to receive more traffic violations, you're going to be involved in more crashes. Because the more you drive, the more likely you are to get hit. Okay? According to the Insurance of Highway Safety, before purchasing a vehicle, you should research the vehicle's crash worthiness. Okay? SUVs are great. They offer a lot of protection. I love this. Your friend has just bought a new car and wants to take you out for a ride. He or she is driving through the neighborhood at 20 over the limit. What should you do? Again, I'm being extra dramatic. I got 15 minutes. The rest of the class, you're going to be working. Your friend just bought a new car. They're driving 20 over the limit through the neighborhood. What do you do? Type in your answer. Guys, this is real. We're talking real stuff. I love the comments that I'm getting about the cars, about driving. I would love to help you in the UK. I've seen a lot of videos on UK drivers, on the roads. A lot of you drive manuals, you drive on the left. There are a lot of roundabouts. It's very interesting. And at one point, I will get over there. But enjoy this for now. Learn. Come for a conversation. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm going to speak truth. Okay? I just deleted one guy because he was saying random stuff. You're here to learn about driving. We're here to talk about cars. Okay? You do have to slow down. Okay, let's keep it going. You want to tell your friend to slow down. Okay, tell your friend to slow down. Sensible people do listen, but we don't have sensible people in the world. Okay, I'm just looking at this. We're almost done. I know it's long. Okay, and then in about 5 minutes, I'm going to give you guys a quizzy. Okay, stay with me. What types of fatal crashes are young drivers involved in? List the possible reasons why there are fewer single vehicle crashes involved in young drivers. I'm just reading this. What are some possible errors or risks that are causing multiple vehicle versus single vehicle fatal crashes involving young drivers? List the possible errors that could cause a young driver to be involved in a fatal rear crash. That's the one I want to talk about. Number 3, list the possible errors that could cause a young driver to be involved in a fatal rear end crash. Please put in your answers. I love that people are really participating. I can tell you care. And if I see you care online, I'm going to care more. Overspeeding is huge. Texting and driving, because let's pretend my banana, I'm just joking, let's pretend my banana is the phone. Hey, how you doing? And I take my eyes off, I just rear-ended someone. Okay, let's pretend I'm drinking water and I'm not paying, I drop my cap and then I reach down, I've just rear-ended someone. So it can happen in an instant. And I need you just to lock in. And aggressive driving, 100%. 100%. Okay, I want to keep it going. Loud music. People are distracted. Aggressive driving. People are drinking water. They're drinking water. They drop the cap, and then they reach down to get it. Okay? Let's pretend my banana's the phone. You know I'm crazy. I pick up the phone. I listen, and then I look away. I just rear-ended someone. I just won a football field. Let's go ahead. Let's pretend I'm driving and I drop my phone. I have to reach down to get it. Let's pretend I'm drinking water. I drive and I forget. So we always want to be aware. Hey guys, I'm removing people who say random dumb jokes. So if you're going to be one of those people, you're going to be removed. You're here because you want to learn. Okay, let's keep going. So involved in single car crashes, 36% of young drivers are involved in fatal car crashes, as 34% of all. So younger drivers are involved in more crashes, okay, because of inexperience. 14% are head-on collisions. 3% are rear-end collisions. And 64% involve 2 or more vehicles. Okay? We're real. We're not trying to crack jokes. We're keeping everything real. I need all of you to type in 3 things you learned, because you're getting ready to do a quizzy. Then you're going to be working on your segment 2 stuff. Type in 3 complete sentences you learned. Guys, this is a great high energy class. Okay? Hey, how are you doing? This is a great high energy class. We're keeping it real. If you can't say something intelligent, I'm removing you. Okay? I don't have my my other person on right now because she'll remove you. Okay? I'll remove you. I read comments. How does the percentiles change for first-time drivers? It goes down. Around 24 or 25, it does go down because you learn how to drive. You learn to become a sensible driver. You're not speeding. Your insurance rates go down. Guys, I'm going to get the game ready. Give me a second. Your insurance rates do go down. And that is truth, because Look at your rates. It costs a lot to insure teen drivers, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay? And we know a lot of young drivers don't take driving very serious, right? You can do your own research. Whether you live in the Middle East, you live in the UK, you live in Germany, young drivers are making horrible mistakes because they're making poor decisions. They got to have good training, good instructors. Every couple of years, I train, I get better. Okay? You're going to take a practice road test, rules and criteria. This will definitely help all of you. I'm going to do a screen share in a moment. I'm just getting everything ready. I really appreciate all of you really taking the time to put it in. Right. Once you're done putting your information in, join myquiz.com. Join thequiz.com. When all of you in, I'm going to start it. This is a segment 2 road test prep. I'm going to go over all the answers to prepare you for your road test to really tighten up your driving. Okay? Not running yellow lights, not speeding through a school zone, going slow over a bridge, being a defensive driver, quit tailgating, leave more room. I have to have a good driving record if I'm going to be an instructor. I can't get tickets. I'll get my driver's education endorsement taken away. Do you really think I want to do that? No, I do not. Once you put in your answer, you join myquiz.com. Once all of you are in, I'm starting. Guys, it's real. First, thank you. Mesa String, once again, thank you. Hey, I'm glad I can help you. And I want you to become a good driver. I need you to subscribe. I need you to join the channel because I'm trying new things all the time. I'm going to get some new cameras. I'm going to get a drone. And then we're going to be doing interviews with other instructors. We're going to do a podcast. And we're really going to take driving to the next level. My goal before 2032, it's almost 2026. Thank you for the thumbs up, is to prepare you for social, emotional, and driving adults. That's my goal. That's my goal. I'm taking it year by year. Okay? And then put your comments in. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start this. This is road test prep. Then you're going to do the questions. I'm starting it. The number's there. The code's at the top. Get started. There are 30 questions about the road test. Guys, this is a fantastic live session. I got my driver's license in July of this year, but I still watch your videos. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to do better quality, better titles. I do a lot of short videos, but when I go live, I have these long videos. I'm not editing them. I'm going to keep them as long chunks. So whenever you're at home or driving or chilling, you can just turn on the closed caption and you can hear for you say, man, I got to get up early. My uncle said I shouldn't be speeding, right? So it's really important. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this person too. I love these people I'm deleting. That's 3 people I deleted, guys. So if you come in with craziness, you're going to be removed. I'm just keeping it real. So all of you who want to be here are here. If you're saying something out of pocket, I'm deleting you. We don't have time. And I'm taking my time. All right, joinmyquiz.com. All right, joinmyquiz.com, guys. Just got in. I don't know what happened. So this is a journey through what I do is teach adults, teach teens, and getting you ready to go, getting you ready to be prepared for driving. Because the rules are different in Texas or Florida or Michigan or Ohio or Maine or Wisconsin or Illinois. It's really important. And in cowboy towns such as Texas, the parents teach you how to drive. And Texas is very different than states in the Midwest. Okay? So you really have to make those really good decisions when you drive. And I'm going to read some information to you, help you put your questions in. I want this to be a very educational session. Okay, so here's some information I'm reading to you. We're talking about the state skills test, and it's harsh. So I need you to be ready. Preparing to drive, fails to put on seatbelt. If you fail to put on your seatbelt, you deserve to fail. Real talk. Next, fails to put both hands on the steering wheel. A lot of you say, cannot drive with one hand. No. On your road test. Next, 3, fails to defrost or use wipers if available. Number 4, fails to adjust seat and mirrors. You have to come in. When you first come in, you lock your door. You adjust your seat. Then you adjust mirrors. A lot of you don't have your mirrors properly adjusted. Put your questions in. B, starting the vehicle. Fails to check traffic conditions. You're going to pull out and get hit. 2, selects the wrong gear or stalls the vehicle. I've driven a manual before. If you know how to drive a manual, put yes into the chat. Again, if you know how to drive a manual, put yes into the chat. I know how to drive a manual. Okay, I've drove a big U-Haul truck before. That was a manual. I've driven a Volkswagen. That was a manual. I've driven a IROC Z Camaro. That was a 5-speed, which I totally destroyed because I was trying to drag race and missing third gear, but that's another story. Fails to signal leaving the curb position. You've all seen those little in-car videos where the road tester's in there. Okay, turn right, turn left, prepare to merge, right? You've seen those before, right? So we want to continue to live at a high level. We want to continue to prepare you for driving. The red that I see is some of you leaving the window. Okay? Some of you leaving the window. This has an anti-cheat mechanism on here, and I can look. Google Lens. Some of you switching tabs. Maybe you don't know. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. So these are alerts. So it's interesting. I can look at what you see. Right? So it tells me what it is. Looks like one person is guessing. I just want to speak truth to you guys, right? So it is what it is. My anti-cheat is alert. So I'm going to keep going. Next, speed. If you speed, you're going to end up killing yourself and failing your test. If you speed too slow, it says too slow for conditions. You're holding up traffic. That's automatic failure. I taught a young lady who was in her 30s. She was driving too slow. She got a restricted license. It's true. Put in your questions. Next, excessive for conditions. You're going too fast. It's cold weather. It's at night. It's raining. Okay. Next, exceed the speed limit. Automatic failure. Put in your questions. Remember, I'm deleting people who are saying random stuff. And you're here because you want to learn how to drive. Okay? You want to learn how to drive. Take your time. Take your time, finish up. Then we're going over this. Then you getting ready to work. Next. Vehicle operation. Uneven stops or starts. No, I just have a flag behind me. Of course I'm an American. Okay? Love the country. And there's nothing wrong with having an American flag or a Middle Eastern flag or a European flag. So many people get tied up over a flag. But that's fine. Okay? It's all good. Love your country. Love who you are. It's good. Okay? Let's keep it real. Next, stopping and starting. Overturns crosswalk or stops past the line, automatic failure. Waits too long at the crosswalk. Fails to stop prior to the stop line. Thank you for the thumbs up. Let's keep it going. Put in questions. Do cops really care about the law where you can't? They do care about the law. And if you drive reckless or distracted, they're going to pull you over. Police do care.
Oh, whoops.
Police do care. And if you're not consistent and you're not doing your best, you will end up falling off and you will end up crashing. That's really important. Guys, finish up this quiz. Once everyone is at 30, we're going over the answers. Okay? Some people came in late or they got kicked out. If you were here at the beginning, your session won't count. So I'm just letting you know. Next, I want to keep going. Fails to stop prior to the stop line or curve, automatic crash. What's going on? Hey, how you doing? Fails to stop at the stop line. That's that big, thick white line. Cops do care. It's all good to be an American or a European or an African or an Asian or a Canadian. Okay? There's nothing wrong with this. A lot of people are like stuck in the past. Live your life. The world is a multicultural place. Don't be scared to be who you are. Okay? And represent your company. We always watch the Olympics every 4 years. All countries are competing. The best of the best of the best win. And that's beautiful. We love the Olympics. Okay? Stopping unnecessarily. A lot of beginners do that. Next, failing to stop or at a stop sign. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove this person too because they random. I love removing people. And if people come in and say random stuff, they're going to be removed. And I think most of you are like, wow, this guy's serious. I am, because I'm talking about driver's education. I'm talking about preparing you to get out on the road. And if people come in and say random stuff who aren't subscribers, then they're going to be removed. Okay? You are who are here, subscribe, learn, get ready. Okay? Keep going. When most of you are at 30, I'm going over the answers. And in fact, I'm going to go over it right now. Okay, let's go ahead and go over this information, and this will help you. After this, which is almost time now, you're going to be working on your study guide. Okay, here we go. Accuracy is 59%. This means some of you need to really review this and get prepared. The highest score is 80%, the lowest is 13. We know from experience, some people don't do good at test taking, but I'm going to go over this right now. Okay, which of the following is an example of an improper turn during the test? Swinging wide into the opposite lane during a test. Always turn in the nearest lane. Always. Keep it short. Turn into the nearest lane. Obviously, if there's a crash or a car is there, pause for a second, look, blinker, look over your shoulder, check your blind spot, and get to the next lane. But turn in the nearest lane. Let's keep going. Which action will result in failing the parallel park portion of the driving test? Being 2 feet from the curb or mounting on the curb. If you can't parallel park, you shouldn't be taking your test. 3 of you said the incorrect, 3 of you didn't attempt. Next, what is a safe following distance to maintain behind another vehicle to pass your driving test? It is 3 to 4 seconds. 1 is too close. 10 is too far. No specific distance is required. None of you answered that. Let's continue. What should you do when stopped on the hill during the driving test? Use your park brake to prevent rollback. Always do that. 17 of you got it right. 1 got it incorrect. 2 people didn't take it. Next, What is the correct action when you hear sirens for an emergency vehicle when driving? You want to pull over to the side. Pull over to the side. Let the vehicle go around you. 2 of you didn't answer. This tells me you're going to fail your test. Okay. Next, exceeding the speed limit during the road test will result in an automatic failure. I'll say it again. Exceeding the speed limit during the road test is an automatic failure. 3 of you chose a warning from the instructor. You might not get a warning. 6 of you chose a deduction of a few points. Automatic failure. Let's go on. What is the main reason stopping on a railroad track is an automatic failure? It is extremely dangerous. Some of you said it causes traffic congestion. This tells me you to understand. You will get killed by a train. That's why it's an automatic fail. Next, what is the purpose of the road test practice list? To avoid mistakes and pass the test with confidence. I need you to have confidence. Let's keep going. Which document is required to be brought with you during the driving test? It's your learner's permit. One person said vehicle owner's manual. No. What should you do even when pulling out of a parking lot during the test? Signal. If you're going left, turn on that blinker. If you're going right, turn on the blinker. We're preparing to turn or change lanes. How long should you signal before making a move? 3 to 5 seconds. 1 to 2 is too short. 6 to 8 is too long. And thank God none of you said no blinkers needed. Next, which of the following is not a correct setup for parallel parking? Hitting the curb. When merging onto the freeway, what should you do? Match the speed. Get your speed up. Match the speed. How can practicing in a test area help you during the driving test? It reduces nervousness. You become familiar. What should a driver do at a stale yellow light? Again, what should a driver do at a stale yellow light? You should safely stop. If you run through the yellow light, you can get failed. If you slam brakes, you could get rear-ended. So you really have to be careful. If you have good speed control, so that's kind of a setup question. What is considered a failing action when a pedestrian is crossing at the crosswalk? Creeping forward while the pedestrian crosses. What is considered a failing action regarding adaptive cruise control misuse during the test? Letting the car control speed during the test. What is the success rate of parallel parking using reference points, not compared to using them? 92%. You should learn how to parallel park. You use the hood line reference points. What is the purpose of tactile feedback in the driving training? To provide vibrating seat reminders for blind spots. Some cars have that. 14 of you got it wrong. 3 people got it wrong. 3 people didn't attempt. Some of you didn't take the test. You will suffer in the end because I want you to prepare. Who benefits from NHTSA approved tactile feedback? Hearing impaired drivers. 11 of you got that right. What should a demonstration for wipers and mirrors during a approved test check? You want to make sure those wipers are working, those mirrors are working. 22, what is one of the instructor notes to improve during parallel parking? You need more curve line reference. What is the recommendation for practicing for improved highway merging? According to instructor notes, 3rd gear merging. Push the gas, accelerate. Halfway down the ramp, your car's going to shift into 3rd gear, and then you're out. According to specific statistics, teens who train in 3+ weather scenarios pass their first attempt. How much more than fair weather drivers? 64%. 9 of you got that right. So you should be practicing at night, in the rain, in the snow. What's going on? How you doing? Let's keep it moving. According to the 2023 Minnesota study, what common mistakes cause 27% of test fails and four-way stops, waving another driver through out of your turn. 3 of you got that right because you don't understand four-way stops. Next, what is the rule to reduce 71% of left turn anxiety in the St. Louis study case? The 3-second rule. 15 of you got that right. Happy. According to the Purdue Wet Weather Crash 2024 study, what percentage of wet tests were failed due to teens slamming the brakes during hydroplaning on I-465? 89%. That was the tough question. In the Midwest Trucking Safety Study, what was the result of using Iowa's Truck Blind Spot VR Simulator? It reduces errors by 58%. 11 of you got that right. Yes, you do. You do need to position that vehicle. According to the Safer Roads Alliance 2025, what percent of faster do Midwest teens with hazard perception apps pass? That's the tough one. It's about 73%. 9 of you got that right. Which study is cited for simulating Chicago construction virtual reality and driver's education? IDOT. 4 of you got that right. I need all of you to type in 2 things you learned. I'm going to show you your assignment, and you are about to work. All of you type in 4 things you learned. You're going to be working on your work now. So type in 4 things you learned. Go ahead, put your questions in. We're doing great. Put your questions in, please, and thank you. I just remove a couple of people who are saying random stuff. I love it. Okay, I want to say thank you. I need all of you to subscribe. I deleted people who don't make sense. I want to say thank you.